Hello, hello, everybody. Yes, it's Facebook Live time. Yay! So that means it's 5 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, and of course, 4 o'clock Pacific Time. So I'm not sure that I'm live yet. My little live thing is blinking at me. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that it's still working? Who knows? Facebook does all kinds of funny things, and you never know if you're really live or not. So, yeah. Oh, I see Pam just commented. Oh, thank you, Pam. So I'm glad to see you here. Yay. Okay. So I'm super excited. I wasn't really ready. Oops. And so I have my phone ready to go, and I see that I missed a call from my dad. Well, my dad never calls me. I mean, we sort of correspond over email, frequently. He never calls me. So I thought, oh my gosh, what the heck? So I called my dad. I said, what's going on? Is everything okay? Because he lives by himself, and, I'm worried about him. Anyway, he says, oh, no, everything's fine. He says, I just got a $1,200 stimulus check from the government for your mom. Well, of course, my mom passed away in December, so yikes. But apparently on the envelopes, it does say something to the effect of, if the person is deceased, check this box and drop it in a mailbox. And so he's going to do that. So I kind of was wondering if my mom was going to be getting a stimulus check. And she did. So there you go. All right. So welcome everyone. I see a bunch of you jumping on. I'm so excited to have everyone here. Like I said, I barely got ready. I barely, fixed my hair, got my face going on. Because my gray hair, I tried to do like a root treatment on my hair, because my gray grow out is about that much. It's kind of a lot. And the root treatment worked okay, but it's really coming off quickly. So I had to do my little trick with my sponge dauber and my ink pad to get the rest of that, so you guys couldn't see it. And another I guess it's good news. The state of Wyoming, our governor is what's the correct word? The restrictions that we've been under are loosening a little bit, which means that hair salons, nail salons, gyms, massage places, barbershops will be able to start opening. I think it's tomorrow, May 1st, with restrictions. Everyone has to wear masks. There can only be X number of people in the facility at a time, and blah, blah, blah. Well, because my hair appointment was supposed to be like April 5th or something like that. So my hairdresser was hoping that the lockdown would only be for like a month. So she scheduled me for May 6th. So it looks like I'm going to get my hair done on May 6th. And I'm so excited, you guys. I was straightening my hair this morning, and my husband came in, and I have it clipped up a little bit, so I can work in sections. And I'm not kidding. The growth underneath here, the roots, it's over an inch long. It is so bad. And he's like, ew, what's with your hair? I just had to laugh because, normally, I have it all styled, and, the part that you can really see the gray is just in my part area, and I keep that pretty well covered up. So anyways, yeah, I see a lot of you guys commenting that your states are not opening up. Well, in Wyoming, we're pretty rural to begin with. So, I mean, just naturally we social distance because there's just not a lot of people here. I think the population of the entire state of Wyoming is like 500,000 people. So there's not that many people here. And in the city that I live in, the Sheridan County, we have had 12 confirmed cases of it here in the county that I live in. All 12 have recovered, and we have not had a positive case since April 15th. So, I think we still need to be mindful of what's going on, but we, like everybody else, we got to get back to work. We got people that need to get back to work. So I'm happy that we're doing what we're doing with caution, obviously, and hope that we can keep our numbers to zero. So that's my hope. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited. I did release my country club online class. If you guys happen to notice that, I did post something on my blog today. My blog platform is having issues this morning, and it was down, and then I couldn't upload pictures, and blah, technology is such a gigantic pain in the rear end sometimes. But anyway, my blog post is up, barbstamps.com. My class is live. It's amazing. There are 8 cards and a bonus card for the ladies. So there's 9 cards total in the class. The file is ready for emailing. I'm taking orders for the pre-cut cardstock kit through May 15th. So you can purchase those. There's links in the description of this video to purchase the class, or you can go to my blog and purchase it there. So I'm pretty excited. The class itself is 20 bucks. That gives you the PDF file that I emailed to you with, let's see, where is Sheridan County? Let's see, Sue Scott's asking me, where is Sheridan County? She's moving from New York. Sheridan County is in the northern part of the state, really close to the Montana state line, Sue. So I'm like 30 miles from the border of Montana, if that helps you at all. So I live in Sheridan, Wyoming, in Sheridan County. So if you get a chance, let me know where you're moving. I would be interested to know. All right, so everyone's coming on. Oh, I have a lot of you guys. Cindy, Sue, Christine, Sonia, Carol, Terry, Suze, Brenda, Pam, Jennifer, Wendy, Sangeeta, Diane, all of you guys. Yay, thanks so much for joining me. So anyways, I got that class going live. It's the last day to register for my Tropical Oasis class. So that's also on my blog. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek at the cards just because I don't normally show them, but they're really cute. So I'm going to go real quickly just for you guys that are watching. Not everyone's going to get to see these. So here's one, super fast. Here's 2, 3, 4. So those are all the cards in my Tropical Oasis online, or it's a class to go, basically is what it is. So you get the supplies to make 8 cards, 2 of each design that I just showed you super quickly, with envelopes. And included in your kit, you get a pack of the designer series paper, cut to 6x6. You get a half package of the little trinkets. You get a half a roll of the braided burlap ribbon. You get a half a package of the holiday rhinestones, and you would have to supply the stamp set and the ink, but I give you everything else, and it's only $45. So today's the last day to sign up for that. I think the link is in the description of this video. Otherwise, it's on my blog, as is everything. So there you go. So Cindy says she's from Coos Bay, Oregon. It's beautiful today. You know, it's kind of crappy here today, Cindy. We have a little bit of overcast and possibly some rain. So, of course, because my husband's on his days off and he loves to be outside. So, of course, it would rain. Okay. Just a reminder, as you guys probably know, the retirement list is out. It came out last Wednesday. So we do have a lot of fun things that are retiring. That's very sad, including the in colors, the 2018-2020 in colors. We've got Lovely Lipstick, Pineapple Punch, Blueberry Bushel, Call Me Clover, Grapefruit Grove. They're all retiring, and everything that has any of these colors in it is retiring also. So that means the cardstock, the ink pads, the ink refills, markers, any Stampin' Blends. I think there's 3 sets of Stampin' Blends, the pineapple, lovely lipstick, and the green. Those are all Stampin' Blends they're leaving. We have a package of buttons. We have ribbon. I think the Pineapple Punch ribbon is sold out. So if you needed Pineapple Punch, sorry. But otherwise, if you need some cardstock or some ink refills, get to the store and get that stuff right away. Okay, we also have a bunch of stuff on the retiring list. There are some things that are sold out. I'm trying to update. I do have the easy to read files are on my blog. If you just go to barbstamps.com, I have the very first thing you'll see, the very first post is a pinned post at the top that will always stay there, giving you the retiring list. You can print them off. They're very easy to read, larger print. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. They're easy for me to read, and I'm blind as a bat. So hopefully you guys can read them too. And I try to update them at least once a day with what's sold out, because Stampin' Up! Lets us as demonstrators know what's sold out via a little area of the website that's for demonstrators only. And so I do try to update those with what's been sold out. So check those out if you guys need to see the retiring lists. So of course today we're going to be using some retiring products and some current products, because why not? You can always mix that stuff together. And I am going to be having a special starting now through May 10th for everyone who orders $50 from me using my host code that is in the description box of this video or on my blog. I will gift you with a kit to make 4 cards. You'll have to provide the stamps and the ink. I'm not going to do that, but I'll give you a kit to make 4 cards. And so what you'll get is you'll get 4 card bases. These just happen to be Lovely Lipstick. I just grabbed a kit. So you get 4 card bases, 4 layers, 4 pieces of designer series paper. I think there's 4. Yeah. Depending, I mean, I have a bunch of papers. You'll get 4 pieces of those. You'll get ribbon to make bows. And then you'll get 4 tags for stamping. And this is the layout that I went off of. So this is all the cards would use these pieces. You can put them together however you want. You can put together this way. You could put that section in the center. You could do whatever you want with it. So $50 order will get you one of these kits. $100 order will get you 2 kits. $150 order will get you 2 kits and a surprise embellishment from me. And some of the kits that I'm going to mail out are going to have free little freebies in them. This particular one that I have has some note cards and envelopes, a little set of 4. So I would say at least half of these kits are going to have an extra goodie in them. So again, $50 order gets you 1 kit. $100 order gets you 2. $150 gets you 2 kits and a surprise gift of some sort. So keep that in mind, and that's through May 10th. Okay, guys? So I'm working on that. And then I do have 1 kit left of my March Create Where You Are. It's a kit to go, like my tropical one. And this one, I have 1 of these left. It's $45. If you want it, let me know, and I can give it to you. Okay, so here are, oh, I'm going to flip the camera to show you these, but I have a couple of cards to show you. I found the one I was going to show you last week from Jerry, thank goodness, because I felt really bad about that. Oh my gosh, did I lose it? No, it's right here. Jeez. So this is a card from Jerry, and somebody last week commented that my video is backwards, and yes, I know that. When I'm in selfie mode like this, yes, the writing is going to be backwards. That's just how my phone works. So this is a gorgeous card I got from Jerry. It's got the beautiful embossing there, some trinkets, and then a really nice sentiment. And then she wrote me a nice little note. Then I got a surprise card from one of my dear customers, Teresa. And it's kind of funny because I'm going to be mentioning Teresa here in a moment. And she sent me this card. And this is a really old Stampin' Up! Stamp set. I don't know how many of you guys are going to remember this, but it was called like Heartfelt something or other. And at the time, it was my absolute favorite stamp set. And I still love it. I totally forgot all about it until I got this card from her. And I was like, oh my gosh. It's a 2-step stamping set. And it was just amazing and beautiful. And I loved it. So thank you so much, Teresa. I love the card. Speaking of Teresa, it just so happens that Teresa likes to watch my videos and she likes to comment and whatnot. And so when I do my little random comment or my little random looking around to see who's going to win a prize every week, her name was on there quite a bit for commenting and telling me she liked what I was making and all that kind of good stuff. So anyways, yeah, Teresa is our winner this week. So Teresa, I will be mailing these little goodies to you. I have her address right here on the envelope that she sent me. So I will be getting these to Teresa. So thank you so much, Teresa, for all your orders and everything you've given me over the years. She's been a customer of mine for a really long time, and I really appreciate her very much. So, do we have anything else going on? Ooh, guess what, you guys? Next Tuesday, demonstrators get to pre-order from the brand new catalog. Yes, that's correct. We get to order stuff from the new catalog. So, if you want to order from the new catalog and you're not a demonstrator, it's very simple. All you have to do is join my team, sign up with me, and you'll be able to order brand new things from the new catalog too on Tuesday. Yay! Or you can join on Tuesday and put things from the new catalog in your starter kit. So they're going to give us a select list of items that we can order. We won't be able to order from the entire catalog. We'll be able to order a selection of items. And if you join with me on that day, May 5th, you can add those items to your kit, brand new stamping items. So if you have any questions, email me, barb@barbstamps.com. I'm happy to help you with that. Yeah, so I'd love to have you join me. We have a lot of fun. All right, guys, I think that's about it. Tonight, I will be finalizing my mailing selector. So all of you that have ordered $50 from me in the past 6-8 months, I've got you on a list to receive a new catalog. So be looking for that next month. Excitement, excitement. Okay, let me flip the camera and I'm going to show you some of the patterns of paper that are going to come in those kits that I am gifting with orders. And I'm going to just drop my little level here on my phone because I don't like it when my camera is not level. There we go. Look at this cute little thing. Yeah, I just plop it on my phone and it tells me if it's level. Okay, so here are the papers. They come out of, where is my catalog? Here it is. They come out of the Best Dressed suite of products. La 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 la, where are you? Here we are. So it's the Best Dressed suite. It's that little purse. dye and stuff. So the paper is retiring, and it's amazingly beautiful. And I actually ended up ordering an extra package on accident. And so that's what I'm going to use for some of these kits is my extra package. The dies and the stamp set are retiring. So, or not retiring, excuse me. They're getting reconfigured, meaning you won't be able to get the discount if you purchase them in the new catalog. But the rest of the items on here are retiring. And so here is that gorgeous paper. If you're wondering what that little purse is, here it is. This is a little purse that I made. I think I actually made this on a Facebook Live here a couple months ago. And so I have little goodies in the pocket here. And then I have some little chocolates that I wrapped paper around. And then I actually made this card to coordinate with. Isn't that cute? Yay! Okay, so let me put this back. So anyways, these are the papers that I'm making the kits out of, and there are so many floral patterns in here. So what you'll get is you'll get cardstocks that coordinate with the papers, obviously, if you purchase $50 from me and get a kit. But look at all these pretty patterns. I mean, they're just so pretty. So yeah, so any $50 order will get you one of these kits. $100 order will get you two. $150 order will get you 2 kits plus a little trinket or treat that I'm going to throw in there. And like I did mention, some of the kits are going to have little freebie gifts in them anyway. So there you go. And of course, here's my shopping website, shoppingwithbarb.com. And here's my host code for the month. Okay. Oh, so I was going to show you. Here are some of the random little freebies that you could get. If you order $150, I've got a bunch of things here that I would love to give away. Here's some ribbon. Here's some piercing tools. I have a roll of Fleur de Flamingo twine. I have a Fleur de Flamingo ink pad. I just have lots of random goodies around here. Okay, so we're going to start out possibly making a mess. So that should be super fun. Okay, so we are going to be using the Perennial Birthday Stamp Set. This is on the retiring list. I'm going to zoom in just a bit because sometimes I feel like it's really far away. Okay, so we're going to be using the Perennial Birthday. We are going to be using Gorgeous Grape for our card base and Pool Party and Whisper White. I've got some various ink pads here that we're going to use. More ink, more ink. We're going to be using this fun mini striped ribbon. This is also on the retiring list. Got all my stamps already mounted and ready to go. And possibly we're going to be using these little self-adhesive sequins. I don't know. I just pulled them out because they match and they're cute. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some stamping on this piece right here with my StazOn ink, and then I'm going to let it dry because I'm going to be coloring with my Wink of Stella pen and actually coloring with my pen. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up my stamps. I want them to be pretty dark. I've already got a card made so I can sort of guess where I want my placement of these things. That, and then got a little flower, and I can hear my husband and my children having a fake argument up there, probably about what's for dinner and who's going to make it, because it's not going to be me. Okay, we've got this fun little thing here. I'll just put that right like that. And then I have this little doohickey that's really cute. So we're going to add one here. Ink that up again. I'm going to add one probably right there. And then I just realized I need to get a scratch paper in here because I'm going to ink this up and give myself some leaves right here. There we go. And then I've got my sentiment. And this one says, "Here's to celebrating you." And I really like this sentiment because it's not just like a birthday, really. It could be anything. I mean, it could be, oh my, what did I do there? Oh my, what did I do there? Did I drop something on that when I wasn't looking? I knew that was going to happen. So I've got another piece of paper here because I don't think I can cover that up. We're going to try, but nope. Ugh. Don't you hate when that happens? I don't know if I touched it with my hand. Do I have ink on my hands? No. So I wonder what I touched there. Well, good question. So we're just going to start over. If you guys know anything about me, you know that when Barb is stamping, stuff just, yeah, doesn't always work out. Oh, look at that. I did get some ink on my hand there. And how about this? I wonder if I did get some ink on my finger when I touched the pad to keep it in place. Well, well, I guess I'll find out when I rewatch the video. Sometimes I go back and watch just to see, you know, what I've done, if I didn't like what I made or something. So we'll see. Okay, I'm going to put this little guy right there. And then this one we're going to come back in and get the leaves. Okay. How do I want to do it? What do I want that now? We're going to just go with one leaf. Okay, then we're going to ink up our sentiment again. And we're going to stamp that up here at the top. And then we're going to let it dry while we do some other work here. Okay, so that I'm going to set over to the side. That one I'm going to sit over, way over to the side because it's dirty. And then I think I'm going to get myself a wipe and wipe my hands off. Because I don't need to be getting any stays on ink on stuff. Happens to me all the time, Carol says. Thank you, Carol. It's nice to know I'm not alone. And Vicky's here. Hello, Vicky. Okay, so I've got that done. All right, so I'm going to move all these up here kind of out of my way. So then I'm going to, well, actually I need to clean this one off. So let me grab my chamois here. And we'll get that cleaned off. Okay, and maybe right there. Okay, because I need to use this in another color, and I don't want it to get black on stuff. All right, so I do have a card base here of Gorgeous Grape, and I'm going to fold that in half, and then I'm going to bring in some Highland Heather. Now, I tried this with Gorgeous Grape earlier, because I made this card earlier, but the Gorgeous Grape is a little bit too dark. This looked a little bit better for me, so I'm just randomly stamping here, and as you guys know, I've talked about this before, when I do random stamping, I start in the middle of whatever I'm stamping on and work my way out. Because if you don't do that, 9 times out of 10, you'll run out of space. Meaning if you start on the edge and you try to go in, you'll end up with like a large space that the stamp won't fit. And if you did try to stick it in there, it'll look stupid. So just remember, do your random stamping from the inside out and you won't have any problems. Okay, and I'm just turning this as I go. And maybe we'll put that. And maybe a tiny little bit up there. Okay, so that's going to be the card base. Then I'm going to bring my ribbon here. I'm going to bring it through my card. And a while ago, I made a card similar to this, where I had to tie ribbon on the front. And I'm not a very good, I don't tie ribbons or knots very well on top of things. And I ended up twisting my ribbon on the inside and it looked really dumb. So we're going to try to not do that this time. Okay, so we're going to try to tie a knot. And we're going to see what happens here. It's like I don't have enough fingers. And see, this is what always happens to me. It's all floppy and I hate that. So we're going to do a little trick here to fix that, because that's going to bug me to no end. So I am going to end up sticking, I want my knot to be just right above this thing here. So I'm going to hold my finger on that and I'm going to cut this. Okay. And then I'm going to tape this piece down and then I'm going to pull this one through the card. And then I'm going to bring it up and you can see there's like, I don't know, a 1/4 inch of overlap there, but that's too much. It was too much. See? So now it's nice and tight. Nobody knows that that tape is there. And yay. So there's a trick. Because I just cannot tie ribbon around stuff and have it look decent. Every time I do it, it's all floppy and I hate that. So anyway, there's a little trick, little tip for you. And I'm going to do that. That should work. Okay. So that's going to go there. So while that's still drying over there, I wanted to show you guys a little trick I just recently learned about refilling your Wink of Stella. I don't know if you guys have some old Wink of Stellas that you think are empty because the liquid is gone. Well, sometimes the liquid might be gone, but the glittery residue is still in there, and I'm going to show you how to get that out. So you can use any of these 3 items to get the alcohol into the tube. The pipette, this is an eyedropper, and then this is just a little mini syringe that I've had. Who knows where it even came from. So whatever medium you have that will work for you, do it. So I've just got some rubbing alcohol. I like the 70%. And I'm just going to dump this into a little dish that I have here. Okay. And I'm going to open up my Wink of Stella. I'm going to pull the lid off. I'm going to unscrew the brush. And then you see this little black thing here? That, oh, I just poked myself. Oh, and now I need a Band-Aid. Hold on. A person should not go crazy with a sharp object when they are, oh, when they're live on, there's my blood splattering all over the place. God. How embarrassing. Okay, don't do what I'm doing, you guys. Don't cut yourselves. Wow. There are days when you just got to wonder what Barb is up to. And this is one of them. Okay, I'm going to dry this off. I'm going to wrap it up in a Band-Aid, and we're going to move on because we're not going to let a little blood stop us from creating some amazing stuff here. Okay. There's my new Band-Aid. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. So back to, don't cut yourself with this thing, okay? All right. So what you want to do is if I had a fingernail, I wouldn't have to cut myself, okay? You're not alone. Rhonda did the same thing. Duh! What's going on? Okay, so you want to get underneath this little black thing and lift it up. Now, if you have a fingernail, more power to you. I don't. Don't get the rubbing alcohol. I know, Beth. We'll see what happens. Okay, so you can see all this glitter that's stuck on here. Well, that's good glitter, guys. So I am going to use this little syringe thing, and I'm going to suck up some of that alcohol. And then I'm going to bring a bucket in here. I have a feeling I'm going to end up dripping alcohol everywhere, and I'll just drip it into this bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of hold this up, and I'm just going to like drop some of that alcohol onto this glittery stuff. And you can kind of, I don't know if you see it. It's like it's moving. And so it's like liquefying it, and it's dropping it back down into the tube. See, I'm getting all that off. So you just keep doing that. And I'm just barely pushing, you know, I'm not pushing out a whole lot. I'm just pushing out like a couple drops at a time. But I'm trying to, you can see it's over my finger too. But I'm just trying to get that cleaned off of this tube, or this pickup tube, I think is what it is. Okay, so then you push that back in. I'm going to wipe my hand off here because I don't want all this glitter on there. Okay, and then you shake it up. And then there's liquid in there. And so then it's going to like liquefy all that glitter. Okay. Oh, there's some more trash. And then you just screw that back on. Okay. And then we're going to squeeze it. You can see, look at that. Here it comes. And this thing was bone dry. There was nothing in here. And now I have Wink of Stella. So yay. Okay. So I'm going to get all my mess out of the way. And my little tub of alcohol, I'm going to move to the side. And then I kind of feel like I need to cover that up because, ew, nobody wants to see that. Okay, so we have our Wink of Stella ready to go. We're going to bring this back in, and I'm going to open up my pads. So I have the Gorgeous Grape and the Pool Party. Whoops, actually, I need to open them because I need to be able to get into the pad. So, duh. Okay. So what you do is you kind of like squish the pad together, and then you'll get a little bit of ink in the reservoir there. All right, yeah, I gotta cover up that blood. Ew. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Wink of Stella. I'm gonna take a piece of scrap paper, and we're gonna fold this up, make a little palette out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Wink of Stella now, and I'm gonna squeeze a tiny bit out so that it's like starting to flow. Here it comes. Okay, and then I'm going to pull some of this color over here. And so what I'm going to have now is glittery color. Okay, And so I'm just like painting this flower with my Wink of Stella and my gorgeous grape ink. Okay. And then you just kind of like wipe it off on the paper so it doesn't, until it doesn't have any more purple coming out, and then you're good. So I'm going to squeeze it again just a tiny little bit, get some more Wink of Stella flowing down to my brush. Oops, come on. My finger is injured now, so it doesn't want to work properly. Okay, so you can see I have some Wink there. And I'm going to just add a little bit of Pool Party to these little petals of this flower here. And when I'm done, I'll show you guys. It's so pretty. Let's see, where else did I want to put the blue? Oh, I wanted to put it in the center of these little circle guys here. Okay, again, you're just going to brush that off until there's no more blue. And then we're going to come over here to the green. Whoops. Get some flowing into my brush. There we go. Ooh, way too much. We're going to blot some of that off. Yeah, little much. And we're going to come over here and we're going to pick up some green. And now we're going to color these leaves. And it's so cool, you guys, because it's going to be all green and all sparkly. I think I'm going to have to color those little guys, so we may have to come back with our purple. We will see. Okay, and we're going to get the green off there. And then we're going to come back here, and we still have some of that purple and some of the winks still in the reservoir there. And there we go. Isn't that cool? And then just make sure you clean off your brush. Just wipe it on paper until there's no more color coming off, just the wink, and then you put it away. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Minus the cutting yourself part, okay? Don't be cutting yourself. That's a problem. Ooh, Teresa's on here. Guess what, Teresa? You won the prize, so I'll be mailing you something. Okay, so there we have it. So you guys can see, look at that, how it's shiny. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we're just about done with the card now. That whole process, me cutting myself, me fixing my Wink of Stella, all that stuff is done now. So now we are going to add some glue. Try to get the glue booger off there. And add a little glue there. And get this. Cindy says she can't wait to try that. Do everything I showed you, Cindy, except the cutting of your finger. Okay? Yeah. Because that cutting of the finger is not cool. Okay, so now we're going to add this to the front of the card. We're going to get some dimensionals here. And I happen to have a little piece that just has some ends, and I just cut those, and now we're just going to add them to that. And we'll peel off the backings. Okay. And we're just going to slide that up underneath the knot. There we go. Isn't that fun? Now, I did bring these little doohickeys out because I thought, maybe, we'll see. These are our what the heck are they called? Self-adhesive sequins. I think they're the Gingham Gala sequins. And I thought these little flowers, because they're kind of purple, not this one, but these ones are kind of iridescent and purple. They're really pretty. So I think I'm going to bring my take your pick tool in here and try to get underneath there, of course, without poking myself and cutting myself. And I don't know, maybe we'll just throw a few on here. Or should I use the purple? Oh, now I'm torn. Actually, I think the purple is going to be better. So we are putting this back on the page. And we're going to use the purple instead. And actually, I wonder if I could just pick that up from my... These little guys are stuck together and they're not wanting to cooperate. So we're going to try this. I see a little spot there. I don't know what it's from. And we've got another one here. And I don't have very many of these left, so yay. I'll be able to use them up. I still have glitter on my hands. I can see it. How about up here? Or up here? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe down here. Maybe right here. Let's go right there. Okay. So now we have a little bit of bling. A little bit of, well, actually more bling. And yeah. So there you go, guys. This is a really handy tool to have. Just don't cut yourself. Okay, so let me get all my stuff out of the way, and then we'll move on. I keep thinking my hands are dirty now. but they might not be. All right, so remember, retiring stamp set, super fun, super cute. Oh, I should leave that in there so you guys can, oh, cover that up. Oh. Nobody wants to see that, Barb. Jeez. Medical emergency while we're Facebook Live. Okay, let me get my stuff for my next project. I guess we'll do this one. Okay, this card that we're going to make today is, I'll put that aside. It copies this layout. I'm not making that card, but the card uses this layout. Oh, cover that up. Okay, it uses that layout. So I'm going to use some Purple Posy cardstock and some mint macaron. And then I have this piece of the Designer Series paper that comes out of this package. So if you like flip it over, where are they at? Oh, I must have put them over here. I don't have very many left, but here it is. So that actually is another pattern that comes in here. So yay. Okay. So I've got, let me move that out of the way now. And I've got like 3 or 4 other cards using this layout that I'm going to show you guys as soon as we're done. So that's really bothering me. Okay, so I have Purple Posy cardstock. We're going to fold it in half and cover up my little medical emergency spot there. I need a bone folder. Okay, there we go. Cover that up. Then I have a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Purple Posy. Excuse me. And I ran this through with the, what is it, the High Seas folder. Oh, now I'm going to have to look. It's retiring. It's the one that goes with the Sailing Home stamps. Oh, High Seas. Yep, it's a 3D folder. It's retiring. And, oh, did it show that it was on sale? Let me bring that back in here. I tried to mark everything. Yeah, it's 30% off, you guys. It's only $7. So, yay. Okay, so that's even better deal. So, but I'm going to use it upside down. So rather than it look like it's got, you know, the waves, I'm going to flip it upside down so it'll look a little bit different. Okay, so then I have this piece of pattern paper that measures 2 by 4 1/2. And then I have some scraps of Purple Posy and mint macaron. So we are going to use the Pop of Petals stamp set, and we're going to use this little image right here. So I have that ready to go. And some Pretty Peacock ink, because we have mint macaron, Purple Posy, and Pretty Peacock in the paper. So we're going to use what's in the paper. And then I also have the Kindness Changes Everything image from the Abstract Impressions, which is also retiring. But I thought that's a really great sentiment right now with everything that everyone's going through, just to, you know, remind us all. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this twice. And I didn't know if that piece was going to be big enough, so we're going to have to do our little cheater way. And then we're also going to stamp it on the mint. Okay. So now we need our little 4-petal punch. Of course, the stamp set's retiring, so the punch is also retiring. And we're going to crop these out. Okay, I should look. This punch, is it on sale? I don't know. I'll have to look. Because I marked everything in my catalog, like I said, if it was on sale, so that I would know. And then I forgot. Because sometimes, you know, you can't remember everything. Okay, and we're going to get that. So I have 3 flowers now. There we go. And then here's my sentiment. And you can see that my sentiment is kind of stained. So we're going to see if I can get it a little bit cleaner. This is our little stamp cleaning pad. And it came out in the catalog last June, and it's already retiring. So I'm not sure why it's retiring, because it is pretty cool. There's some kind of solvent on here that works really well on our photopolymer stamps. And so I just tap it in there a little bit and kind of squish it around a little bit. And then where's my chamois? And then I'm just going to clean the rest of this off with my chamois. Ooh, wow, that did do a pretty good job. It's not perfect, but it definitely is a lot better than it was. So we're going to try to get in there where it's kind of, because I don't know, sometimes those stained stamps just kind of bug me. You know, they're harder to see through. And anyway, this pad is on sale for like $3. So if you don't have one, I would recommend with your $50 order to get your free kit that you add one of these pads on there, because for $3, it's not a bad price. And I have not re-inked it. There is a re-inker that you can get to add more solvent to it if you need to, but I've had it all year. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Am I bleeding again? No. Yes? No. My heavens, I feel like I am. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, there seems to be medical emergency all over the place here. Ah, okay. Check my hands. I don't see any. We're good to go. All right, moving on. We've cleaned the stamp. You can put that away. We're done with, oh no, we're not done with the shit. Oh my gosh, I forgot to cut some of the pieces that I need, you guys. Oh, this has been one of those days. So I'm going to quickly do that. Where's my... I should actually maybe have a piece in here that's already cut. Here's all my pretty peacock stuff, but apparently I don't. Is this the right size? Oh, I'm really sorry, guys, because I have to have these pieces or the card will look stupid. Okay, so we're going to quickly... What can we all talk about? Let's talk about who's... Let's see. What are you guys making for dinner? Because I am so tired of making dinner, I'm telling you. Okay, so that's 2 3/4 by 2. Okay, so this needs to be 2 3/4 by 2. So what's everyone making for dinner? Give me some ideas, because I'm really tired of making food. And I think my family's tired of me making food. And, you know, they're whining that the food is boring. And they're not wrong. It is boring. Oh my gosh, I went to the store the other day to get some hamburger, and it was like $7 a pound, which is, I never pay $7 a pound for the hamburger, but I had no choice because I didn't have any. I swear, 2 days later, the store puts it on sale for $4. So yeah, I could have waited a couple days and then got a pretty good deal here. So 2.5 by 1 3/4. Okay. 2.5, 1 3/4. Jeez Louise, I am so sorry, you guys. There's nothing more boring than watching somebody cut paper. Okay, we're done. So now, we do need our stamp one more time, or our pad, because we're going to ink up our sentiment here. And we're going to bring in a foam pad. And I'm so sad that Stampin' Up! Is retiring these foam mats, and they're actually sold out. So I'm not sure what the heck, because I need it when I'm stamping. So I'm stamping this a little bit over to the right side, and then somewhat in the middle. Okay. There. And again, my apologies for not having my paper cut. I don't like doing that to you guys, because like I said, that's like one of the most boring things there is. Okay. So what I have here is I have a 2 3/4 by 2 piece of mint, 2 3/4 by 2 piece of pretty peacock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this on the diagonal. So I'm going to put this in my trimmer. Any trimmer will work. And just put the points right on the edge where the cut is going to happen. And then cut. Okay, so we have those 2 pieces. We only need 1. So then we're going to add this to the little triangle that we just made here. Whoops, we got to get some glue out. Hello, Vicky. I see Vicky has joined us. And we're going to add this. So Vicky must have missed my medical emergency. Literally tried to cut my finger off, Vicky. No, it wasn't quite that bad. Okay, so we have that. Then we're going to add our sentiment piece to the center of this mint layer. Okay. We're going to add our piece of the high tide folder. We're going to put it upside down so it doesn't look like waves. It just looks like a fun, interesting pattern. We're going to center that. We're going to cover up that. And then we're going to do this here. And it's going to kind of go cattywampus a little bit on here. Like so. And then this little guy is going to go on about like so. Okay. Then we have our 2 flowers, and we have this. So this I'm going to cut in half, and this is going to become the leaves behind the flowers. Okay. So I'm just going to find a spot here. So I'm just going to add a little glue behind that petal, and then I'm going to tuck this in, and then there it is. So now we have leaves behind our flower. How cool is that? And we'll do it again. So now we have both of them. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of pull up on these flowers just a little bit so that they're a little bit 3D-ish. Okay, and then we're going to add them to the card. So I'm going to put the glue right there. That is way too much glue. Maybe we can kiss this and it can have some glue too. Okay, so I'm going to put this about like so. And then this other one, I'm going to bring over like this, and I may have to somehow try to hook them in together because they're both popped up. There we go. Okay, and now the insides are kind of boring. So on the card that I did earlier, I used these little gold faceted gems, but they're sold out. So I don't want to show you guys something you can't buy because I don't want anyone to be upset. But if you have these, they look really good in the center of this flower. Okay, but if you don't, then I thought, I don't know, I've got a couple different things here I could use. I thought about maybe using these little yellow jobs. How do I get in here? But I don't know if they're going to work. Where is, I just saw, okay, here we go. I don't think that's what, actually that could work. Yeah, I think that will work. Okay, so we're just going to put a couple of these little jobbies in there. And these are also retiring, of course, because it's retirement time and most of the stuff we're using is retiring. So I think that looks okay. What do you guys think? Since I couldn't use my gold faceted gems, I think that's all right. So anyway, so here is the layout. Okay, I'm going to move my stamps so I don't get my hands all over them. It is the same layout that I showed you earlier for my online class, even though this is not one of the cards in the online class. This is my introduction to the online class card. And so that uses the same layout, as you can see. Oh, cover that up. Then I also have a few more. I have the one that I showed you to begin with, the birthday one. Okay. And then I also have this one using the Bonanza Buddies. Super cute. And then I have another one using the golfing stuff. So anyways, so there is one layout and 5 different cards using the one layout. So I hope you guys like that. I like to show you some alternate ideas. And if you guys were here last week, I think it was last week. Last week, I think I made, was it this card that I made last week? Can't remember. Anyways, after I got off being live, I was just so excited about this layout that I went ham and I made like a whole bunch more. So if you don't know how I did all these, check out my video from last week, my live from last week, which should be right below this video if you scroll down, of course, after I'm done. Anyway, so yeah, that was fun. So let me put that up here with my other cards, and then I'll get my last card for you guys. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Okay, so this card, we're going to use a stamp set called the Big Thank You. I have 2 of them. How does that happen? Who knows? Sometimes you just get crazy because you like something and you order 2 of them. Anyway, so this one's mine, obviously, because it's been used. This one's brand new. So everyone that orders during my special between now and May 10th is going to go in the drawing to win this extra stamp set. So in case you're late and you don't know what my special is, right now, between now and May 10th, if you order $50 from me using this host code right here. Can you see the host code? Or is it too... Ugh. Okay, there's the host code. Shoppingwithbarb.com. There's my host code. Order $50, you're going to get a free card kit. Order 100, you're going to get 2 card kits. Order 150, you'll get 2 card kits and a surprise embellishment. And a card kit contains 4 card bases, 4 pieces of designer series paper, 4 layering pieces, ribbon to tie bows, labels for sentiments, and this is the card that I made for that. You do not have to make a card like this. You can do whatever you want. This is kind of the design of the card. So you put your designer series paper on your layer, put it on your card base, stamp a sentiment, tie a bow, your card's done. So this is the design. You could always turn them this way, have your sentiment right here. You could put this stuff in the center, whatever you want to do. Anyway, so, and then some of these kits actually have little surprise goodies in them too. So keep that in mind when you're looking to order. And like I said, everyone that orders will go in a drawing for this free stamp set, since I have 2. Okay, so we're going to be using this stamp set. We're going to be using this little sentiment here. It says grateful every day for you. We're going to use this little fun guy, this little leaf, and was it this little flower? Can't remember. Nope, this one right here. Okay, so here's my stamps. That's my stamp set. We're also going to be using this, and it's called the Follow Your Art Embellishment Kit. It's 40% off, guys, for $6.60. It's super cute. The box is super cute. And then inside, these are the pieces I'm using today. You get 2 little rolls of baker's twine. You get, whoops, I just unrolled all that. You get a bunch of cute little paper clips that are Pool Party or Coastal Cabana and Blushing Bride, and these little trinkets. And then you get these little felt pieces that you can punch out and use on projects. And so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so remember, 40% off, $6.60. Pretty darn good price. Okay, so I took my color combination from the goodies that are in this kit. And these are supposed to be Coastal Cabana, but I think they go with Pool Party really well. So I'll cover that up. So that's what we're going to do. I've got some black ink and a Versamark pad. And then I did use my Stitch So Sweetly dies. They're back in stock. Yay! So exciting. And so we're going to use this die cut here. And so I thought I'd kind of show you what's all in this set of dies. And so here they are. You get 5 layering rectangles. Check that out. Is that not cool? Actually, you get 6. I lied. 6 layering rectangles. And then you get 4 of these other label type pieces. And of course, those 2 can go together. That can go inside of that if you want. This little guy can go inside of that. This could go on this or this. I mean, there's just so many fun dies in here. And these are carrying over, and I'm super excited about that because we have not had enough time to play with these. So I was very happy to learn that they were not leaving us. Anyways, so that's the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and they are back. Okay. Oh, I just cannot handle that. Okay, so I've got a thick Whisper White card base, 8.5 by 5.5. I folded it in half. I have a layer of black that is 4 by 5.25. I have a layer of Blushing Bride that is 2 3/4 by 4. Piece of Calypso Coral that is 2 3/4 by 1. And a piece of Pool Party that is 5 by 1. Okay, so these we're going to stamp on. And so I'm going to bring my little foam mat back. Where did it go? I think I just put it in a bucket. Oh, no, I didn't. I put it right here. Okay, so we're going to stamp on these 3 little layers using these fun little stamps that I pulled out of the kit and Versamark. Okay, so I've got this little tiny leaf, and I'm just going to do some random stamping here. You remember, I'm starting in the center and working my way out. And you'll have really good results that way. Maybe like that. And right at the edge. Okay, so you can kind of see the Versamark just adds, it's like a tone-on-tone stamping. I tried doing it with the actual colors, and it was like super dark, and it was just way too dark. So I decided to go with the Versamark. Okay, so now we're going to use this little squiggly thing. And this isn't going to be nearly as dark as the coral paper, but it will still be good. And again, starting in the middle, coming out. And we're just going to try to randomly, keep putting this in different positions all the way around, so it really does look nice and random. And with Versamark, I like to ink it up, and then I like to ink it up some more. I just feel like sometimes, you think you have enough, but you don't know for sure. But I don't think you can over ink using Versamark. So yeah, so just go ham on it. Do my kids say that, or is that something that I made up? I don't even know. Okay, and then maybe right there. Okay, so last one, we're going to use this cute little flower. And we're going to start in the center, but not completely. And then we're going to kind of go off the page a little bit. And And the reason I keep holding it is because, of course, it's sticky. And if I don't hold it, then it will come up with my stamp. Okay, so now we're going to come back in here and just add some little tiny petals to some of these little open spots, maybe right down here. And so I hope this is showing up on camera. If not, I'm going to bring it up closer and show you. Okay. So here are all the pieces. Each one of them has a cute little pattern on there. They don't really go together, but it doesn't even matter. Okay. So now we are going to adhere them to our layer of black. And I think I'm going to use some snail for this. And snail is also retiring, so if it's an adhesive of choice for you guys, go ahead and get your refills now while they're still available. We are going to come out with something called Seal. I can't remember what the acronym is for, but it's supposed to be better. I know in some parts of the country, snail doesn't work so great. I've never had an issue with it myself, but it's not super humid here, so I don't know if that's the reason why. Okay, so get that, and then finally, ugh, I'm so sick of looking at that spot. It's so gross. Okay, and we'll get this last piece on there. So this is like color blocking type technique. Okay, and you could of course use this layout with any colors you want. I just chose those colors because they match my project. And then we're going to put that on that. So I already picked out some pieces from that set. So I've got 4 little flowers here. Got this large pink one, the medium Coastal Cabana and coral, and then the small coral. I've got a paper clip, and then I've got one of these cute little charms that says made with love. Super cute. And I tied a bow with the twine that came in the kit. Let me bring that back in here so you guys can check it out again, because it is really cute, and it's 40% off. So when you're placing your orders to get your free kits, make sure you throw one on there. Anyway, so like I said, you get 4 sheets of these cute little felt die cut pieces. There's crushed curry, the Coastal Cabana, the blushing bride, and the coral. And I have a little package here of some that I've already cropped or punched out. You get a this is Pacific Point, I think, twine. You also get some coral twine. And then you do get, like I said, these little trinkets that are super cute, along with these little paper clips. And so, ooh, I meant to put a paper clip under here. I think I still can, because I used snail and I didn't stick a ton of it on there. So I should be able to, there we go. Yep, tuck that right underneath. And try to straighten it if we can. There we have it. And where's my small flower? Oh, hide that. I did see something go flying over here. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to use some glue dots now. So this is the little coral flower. And I'm going to add a glue dot to the back of that little guy. And then I'm just going to stick it right here on top of that. And then my little sentiment piece, I need to stamp my sentiment, so I'm going to bring the black here, and here's the sentiment. And I'm going to stamp that kind of down at the bottom. I need a dark piece of paper. Whenever I'm stamping on this white background, I have trouble seeing. And so we are going to, how about right here? There we go. Okay. So then we are going to add our little pieces with glue dots. Where's my glue dots? So I'm going to add 2 to the back of this one. What do you guys think of this kit? Do you think it's cute? Give me a thumbs up if you think it's cute. Let's get on there. You may have to use liquid glue. That doesn't want to stick. Okay. No, you're not wanting to come off, so we're going to force you. Okay. So I'm going to stick this on here about like so. And then we have, ooh, I almost pulled up my bow. I got our little coral piece here. And we're going to stick that one down here. We're going to stick our little Coastal Cabana, or whatever you want to call this, pool party. Kind of like that. Oh, not quite. Okay. And then our little doohickey, we're going to add with a glue dot. And I'm going to kind of set that right here. And then my little bow, I could have tied it through the trinket, but this is going to be easier for me. So I'm going to press the knot of my bow into a glue dot. And then I'm going to push the rest of the glue dot to the back. So it's like over the knot. Okay. And then I'm just going to stick that right on top of my little trinket so that it looks like I tied it in there, but it didn't really do that, because sometimes working with little tiny things is hard, especially when you try to cut your finger off at the beginning of the program. So yeah, in case any of you were not here at the beginning, I stabbed myself with a X-Acto knife, and here is the aftermath of that, because blood was splattering around and it was disgusting, and I apologize. Okay, so I'm going to stick this on the card like so, and then we're going to add this to the card base, and then it will be done. Like this. And I just think this is super cute, and I love the Versamark on there, adding my background images so they're what am I trying to say, so they're not super dark. In fact, I might have those pieces still. I do. So I was using a different stamp set, but look at the difference. Look how dark those are. Oh, maybe they're not that dark. Yeah, anyway, this prevented me from having to use 3 different colors of ink, and I could just use 1. So there you go. And so there is our little card. So let me put this stuff away, and I'll bring the rest of my cards out. So don't forget to place your orders through my website at Shopping with Barb. The $50 order will get you a free card kit. $100 will get you 2 card kits. $150 will get you 2 card kits plus an embellishment, secret embellishment that I will throw in your package. Some of the card kits have freebies already in them. And I'll bring in the other cards. So we have a purple day today. So here are our projects for the day. I hope you guys liked them. Here's my shopping website, shoppingwithbarb.com. Here's my monthly host code. Keep in mind that if you are looking to order out of the new catalog, sign up to be a demonstrator on Tuesday, and you can add brand new products to your kit. That is a bonus. So thanks you guys so much for watching. I'll be live again next week, and I will see you then. So bye-bye.